think this song, The Stroke, is the most honest version of that incident. When I couldn't put words on how I was feeling, at least I could make some sound. So I feel like this is going to be the dramatic episode. So cheers to that. You know, the offspring of the song is a very sad and dramatic story. It's a song about... oh, it's hard to explain. Well, the song is about a day where I was hit by a van. What happened that day was I was walking down the pavement. I had recently just moved to West London and I was on the way to the storage unit, and on the way I get hit by a van. The weirdest part of it was that when I got hit, I heard the sound of me being hit before I actually felt anything. I remember hearing this loud bang noise and thinking, what is going on? And then falling to the ground, suddenly realizing that I'm in pain.
I'm lying underground. I couldn't make a sound. I know that you don't know me.
Sadly, as I got hit, the driver chose to drive away and leave the scene. So what happens, I'm walking down the pavement, so the driver comes from behind. To the right of me, there is a lamppost. For the driver not to get stopped by this lamppost, he or she have to avoid it, because the driver had made it very clear that they didn't want to stop. And so this person avoids the lamppost and drive off. I only get hit on the shoulder, the arm and the side of my back.
See that I'm falling too close to the line.
What goes through your head when it happens? Everything and nothing. I remember thinking I had to be practical about it to get the license plate, but that was impossible. I was falling, I couldn't get that. I think I yelled like at the van, which looking back is stupid because it was long gone and it was a very active decision not to stop. I don't know, I don't think you think in situations like that, it's just pure instinct. I was assessed in the ambulance right away. I had been incredibly lucky, everything considered. Had some bruises, bleeding a bit, blood pressure was sky high. It was minor physical injuries. Trying to focus on the positive things. Got a little bit of my faith in humanity. A lot of people around who came straight away to help. There's this elderly lady who kept talking to me. I remember in the moment I thought she was so annoying. All I wanted to say was, shut up, leave me be please. But obviously she was doing the right thing and I'm very thankful for it today. So as you may know, like, CCTVs are everywhere in London. As I was lying on the ground, I could stare directly up to a traffic cam. So I thought, well, all of this has been filmed. They will be able to find this person. So at least I felt somehow that justice would be served at some point. Sadly, the police officer told me that they would not be able to check any of the cameras. None of the cameras in this area were operating. They would look into the case and he would call me later that day. And if not that day, then the day after. He never called. A few days went by and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them a call. I'm not able to just move on. I need to know if they caught him, what happened. And right before I called them, that was when I found a letter from the police. 4 sentences. Hi, you're in an incident. You didn't obtain the license plate and your case has been closed. You know, I do understand. I got away with minor injuries. We're in London. A lot of horrible things happen every day. So I understand that in a grander scheme, like, we can't put all resources into my case. That makes perfect sense. It's just very hard to accept when you're in it. For me, it was my entire life that I've been threatened, and I was still scared and I felt like they didn't care. And that was hard to accept. So I went to a very dark place. It was weird, like, I've never experienced anything like it. Like, I was scared, I was sad, felt sorry for myself. After that, I got extremely angry. I was angry with the police, I was angry with the system, like I felt like it had failed. After that, I just went numb. I didn't feel anything. Like, I could sit and just stare into the wall. And it was difficult at that time as well because I had one of those delightful 0-hour contract jobs, which, if you don't know what that is, it means that if you don't come into work, you don't get paid. Luckily, I had some good people around me at that time who could see how south things were going. So I got enrolled at Victim Support, which is an independent organisation here in the UK. I got to start going to therapy, which got me out on the other side. I think I appreciate smaller things now, and that sounds incredibly cliche, I know that. I managed to come to terms with things a little easier now. I managed to find like good things and opportunity in bad things. Here we are, and there's a new song coming out, and although it's very dramatic and a little sad, something good came out of it too, and I'm very excited to share it with you all. I hope you'll enjoy it. Thanks for listening.
Was that part of your